Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defense flag. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And physically, sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And fourth down coming up.
Not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season. Ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And it's third down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
In the slot on the right is Graham. On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's third down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Graham. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Wilson will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see... The thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Newton. And that is incomplete here. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that'll make it third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
throwing on third down. Newton buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Mike Cyphers now, on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Third and long. It's Wilson going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Catch made right side by Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're puzzled.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over, yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So 2nd and 10 here.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. I'm so used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. They rallied and made the tackle.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Wilson, and the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's a 2nd down. 2nd down, 8.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Again, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And fights him off. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Wilson on the keeper, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Old-fashioned scramble play, fourth and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for every...
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up, because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little pressure would help them greatly.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down, they run with Stewart. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to loft one, deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field. Punch.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Thomas Davis coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now it's Wilson, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Wilson, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Able to get away. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cody Ealy getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. They get the sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Here's John Ryan now as they're forced to kick for the sixth time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Newton gives off to Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Oh, he fakes the spike. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stopper as we step aside. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no sig. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Newton rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward.